Sub-State volleyball coverage on KCLY is brought to you in part by Clay Center Locker, Central Office Service and Supply, Hutchinson Mayrath, by Twin Valley, Union State Bank, and Farmway Co-op.
Well, good afternoon from Chapman High School. Rocky Downing along with our studio engineers, Bernie Fansella, Chase Elliott. It is a Sub-State Saturday championship matchup for the Clayson Lady Tigers as they open up here in the semifinals and will face off against the host Chapman Irish. That's the 1-8 seed matchup. The four teams here, 3 of the 4 ranked in the top 10, and the top 5 for that matter in Class 4A Division 2, of course, led by the Lady Tigers, who sit at number 1 in 4A Division 2. Starters being announced here. The anthem will be coming up. We'll look at the starters. We'll get you set for opening serve here from Chapman as the Lady Tigers get set to work in the semifinals.
Home sweet home. It's everything you've dreamt of until the water heater breaks down, the roof needs replaced, the picket fence takes a hit, a pipe bursts, and the basement floods. Whew. That's when you call your friends at United Bank and Trust. With years of lending experience and a few home ownership hurdles of their own, they can help make it a home sweet home again with the Home Sweet Loan. Home improvement loans from United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Central Valley Ag, we're growing agriculture together. Our agronomy division incorporates the latest technologies to support and strengthen your on-the-farm success. We continuously invest in state-of-the-art equipment to expand capacity and maximize efficiency in supplying your operation. Central Valley Ag is committed to serving the needs of our Nebraska and Kansas customers through dedicated professionals providing innovative solutions that grow value. Stop by a Central Valley Ag location today. Learn more about how we're growing agriculture together.
And we are back at Chapman. We're going to take another quick break for our national anthem.
It's game time at the Built Ford Tough Sales event going on now at Hanson Ford and Clay Center. It's time to save big on Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks around and number 1 in America for 37 straight years. Get huge cash rebates and super low financing offers. You'll score big on quality, selection, and value during the Built Ford Tough Sales event. Every Ford truck is made to tackle the toughest jobs while still letting you cruise in style and comfort. Take it in for a touchdown of savings at Hanson Ford and Clay Center.
Do you remember the mess you had in your fields this year because of all those weeds? Wonder how much yield you missed out on because of those blasted weeds. But not next year, no way. You're going to pay a visit to the guys at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales. Get a jump on that nasty weed problem now with a tailor-made solution for crop protection and nutrition from Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales. Come next spring, you'll be ahead of the game. See Brent, Allen, Darren, Kent, or Mike Green at Wilbur Ellis and Reed Seed Sales.
Rake in the savings and leave your worries behind with Twin Valley's ultra high-speed internet. Sign up for phone, digital TV, high-speed internet, and receive your first 3 months of internet free. This offer is only available for a limited time. Twin Valley services outperform the competition, and it's easy to switch over. Call our office and speak with a customer service rep to find out how you can get Twin Valley for all your communication and entertainment needs. 800-515-3311.
One company, one call, your call. Twin Valley, Twin Valley.
Tiger teams are back in action, so let's get out and support our local teams. Coaches and players have been working hard and putting in long hours to excel at their sport or activity. But as we know, it takes more than hard work. Good teams need to work together. Same goes for Union State Bank. We work hard to be your community bank, but we need your business to be a good team. Let's all work together by supporting our youth and their activities and supporting your local community bank. Union State Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Well, a second meeting between these two teams as Clay Center faces Chapman here in the opening round of the Sub-State Championships in 4A Division 2. And the first meeting between these two would be Clay Center winning with a sweep. In fact, they won the JV, freshman, and varsity matches. The varsity winning 25-18, 25-11, and then 25-12 in both of the second matches, 2 games. So Clay Center will take the court here and get a chance to face the host Irish in this 4A Division 2 Sub-State Championship. As mentioned, 3 of the 4 teams are state-ranked. Rock Creek and Holton both come in state-ranked this season as well with very glossy records. They'll meet up in the second match of the day. It'll be Chapman with the opening serve, and it's Courtney Cockrell who puts it into net, and Clay Center has an early 1-0 lead. Now they give the serve to Emily Hebert. Macy Langbart, Addie Sweet, Darian Weiss, Courtney Cockrell who served, Malaya Anderson, Mia Gammon, and Ashley Hansen, the starters for Chapman. The serve from Ebers across. There's a play at net for Chapman. On the back row, Williams passes up front. Franson middle set. Diekman winds it up. It's blocked partially, and the soft block gives Chapman a play at net. Long to the back row, saved by Williams. Franson, near side. Kelsey Jones puts it across. It's picked up on the back row by Sweet. Here's a play at net, blocked by Diekman, but blocked to an angle that goes on play center side of the net. We're tied at 1. Lady Tigers got the freebie on the opening serve, and then the block up front stays on play center side of that, and so it'll be Lady Tigers with the possession. Here's a back row flat-footed spike from Jones, and it's into net, and so 2-1, Chapman has the early lead. Serving for the Irish is Malaya Anderson, the 5'7" senior. Lefty brings it across. Picked up by Williams, now to Franson. Set up front for Jones. Cross-court it goes and picked up by the Irish. Here's a play up at net. The spike coming and blocked back across from Diekman. The spike from Darian Weiss, but Macy Diekman puts it back across. And the Lady Tigers have it tied to a piece. The serve goes to Megan Blake, who will rotate into that back row. Diekman on the year, 68 blocks this season, now 69 after that one. Gave her a point up front. There's another block. Franson and Diekman, they put it back across, and Clay Center has the lead back now at 3-2. Blake will continue with service. Lady Tigers have Edmondson, Franson, Diekman up front, Williams and Eber on the back row, and then the serve from Megan Blake. Sophomore brings it across. A bullet to the back row, picked up. It will be just a roll across by the Irish. So Clay Center has a chance. Williams to Franson, short middle set, and softly across from Diekman. A little this time. Chapman sets it to the back row. Williams up front. Franson, far side set. Matt Edmondson, and it's pulled just wide, and the point goes to Chapman. We're tied at 3. Good attack by the Lady Tigers, and Edmondson got a big swing on it, but again pulled it just wide left. The serve now for Chapman, Macy Langbart. 3-3 tie, opening set of the first match of this sub-state championship. Macy Diekman been away from the net, but able to get a good hit on it. Now up front for the Irish, set to the back row, Weiss. Here's the pass up front, Franson to Edmondson, and just long. Lady Tigers wanting a tip, will not get it called, and Chapman has the lead back now at 4-3. Both teams kind of trading back and forth the leads here early on in this opening game. The serve for the Irish, again for Langbart. To the back row, it is going to be Ebert to Franson. Back set for Diekman, and she slams one in. The Lady Tigers tie it back up at 4 apiece. Courtney Hamill will rotate in front row. That leaves Hamill and Edmondson and the setter Franson up front. Here's the serve from Macy Diekman. Pass to the front row, back set across, and it's stuffed back in there by Mac Edmondson. And the Lady Tigers now lead it at 5-4. Edmondson able to go up. The swing coming from Mia Gammon, but again, Edmondson there to just really release it on the other side on the stuff. An easy point for Clay Center. Serve from Diekman from the back row, passed up front. The set comes from Anderson. There's a spike across and out, and now the Lady Tigers have a 2-point lead at 6-4. Diekman continues with serve. The back row with her is Ebert and Blake. With a whistle, violation on Chapman, and a gimme point for the Lady Tigers, and now lead by 3, 7-4. Again, they handled Chapman the first meeting this year, 25-18, 25-11, and then 25-12 in both of the second matches, 2 games, to sweep against the Irish. Of course, Lady Tigers co-NCKL champs this year. They lead 7-4 here. Chapman wanting an explanation on why there was a violation on their rotation, and their head coach Aaron Bell asking for that, getting the conversation with the official, and now we're back to action. Diekman serve on its way across. Pass to the front row. Anderson sets it far side and set across. Here's Ebert. Franson set far side to Edmondson. Great dig on the back row coming from the Irish. Play up front, stuffed by Hamill, picked up by the Irish. One more play for Weiss. Soft spike across, picked up by Edmondson to Franson to Hamill, and it's now 8-4, and Courtney Hamill has her first kill. Diekman will again serve it. Macy 93.3% on the year serving. She has 23 aces on the season. The Tigers lead here 8-4. pretty good run at serve right now for Macy Deep. Serve across, line drive, picked up back row. Now they're set up toward the front and blocked across by Hamill. She'll go back up for another one, and Courtney Hamill slams two in here quickly, and now Clay Center has a 5-point lead at 9-4. And a timeout's going to be taken here by the Chapman Irish. 9-4, Lady Tigers opening up the lead in Game 1. We're back right after this.
Make someone's day with a greeting card from Patterson Health Mart. Whether you want to wish them a happy birthday, express sorrow of a loss, celebrate an anniversary, or congratulate the new parents, you'll find just the right card at Patterson Health Mart. Their selection has funny, sentimental, and religious cards for every occasion, or no occasion at all. Single cards are 99 cents or $1.99 each. Stock up for all the special moments for those that are special to you at Patterson Health Mart in Clay Center.
The Lady Tigers traded leads to the first 4 points and now have opened up a 5-point advantage at 9-4. Macy Diekman still with the serve off the Chapman timeout, and she nearly had another ace. Would have been her 29th on the season. Chapman does just get it across. Here's Franson setting it up for Edmondson, who winds it up and plants it home. It's 10-4. Lady Tigers now lead by 6. And Macy Diekman will continue with serve. Mac Edmondson's had some good hits. That one glanced off of a blocker up front. They had no chance at it. It went out of bounds. 10-4. Diekman serve across. Goes to the opposite side. She's been going middle for the most part. There's a spike across, picked up by Diekman. Short set in the middle. Hamill, did she get another one? Yes. The Lady Tigers up 11-4. Courtney Hamill has come in with 3 big points here early. And Clay Center now leads by 7, 11-4. Cross it comes. Diekman serve. Hamill again. No, this time blocked across, but it's violation into net. Courtney Hamill went up to stuff that. The Irish trying to defend it ended up in net. And now Clay Center leads 12-4 here in Game 1. Diekman serve across. Pass near the front row. Anderson, far side set across. Put to the back row. Here's Blake. Franson, jump set. Hamill again. Courtney Hamill with her 4th point since she's come into the front row rotation, and now it's 13-4. The lead is 9. Diekman brings it across. Passed up front. It'll be set near side now. Diekman digs it out, but he goes across net, so Chapman has a chance up front. And the spike is going to be long from Abby Sweet. Clay Center leads 14-4. This is 10 straight service points for Macy Diekman. And actually, correction, they say that ball was tipped on the block, so 9 straight service points, 13-5. It's still an 8-point lead. Serve across. Blake passes up front. Franson sets it across for Edmondson, and there's another winner for the Lady Tigers, and it's 14-5, now a 9-point lead. And Macy Franson will step back to serve. Ebert, Hamill, Edmondson up front. Blake and Williams, along with the jump serve coming from Franson. Pass up front. Middle set for Sweet, and it's blocked partially and picked up by Edmondson. Clay Center will just roll it across. So a free opportunity here for Chapman, but a good scramble for the Lady Tigers. Big swing into net, Clay Center. That time it was Darian Weiss who got up and really got a good look at it. And now 14-6. The lead for Clay Center is 8. And Weiss, after the spike, will now step to the back row and have a chance to serve it. Waits for the whistle from the official and now has it. It's 14-6 Clay Center. Serve across. Blake picks it up. Franson set again for this time Ebert. Emily gets a good swat at it. It's saved, but it goes across net. Another free chance for Clay Center in the middle of the net. Courtney Hamill on fire in Game 1. It's 15-6. The short, quick set, perfect timing from Franson to Hamill was Macy Franson on the season. Get this number, 892 sets this season for Macy Franson, and she's certainly added to that already. Likely to be above 900 at this point already in the match. To the back row, Lady Tigers let it go, and Lauren Williams, as she saw it ducking toward the back line, already nodding her head. She realized it was going to hit the line. It did, so 15-7. And the serve to Abby Sweet for Chapman. Across it comes Williams, the pass for Franson. Middle set again. Hamill one more time. The strip goes wide as she angled away from the blocker up front. and going to her right, pushed it just too far toward the sideline. Volleyball gets two courts here open, all the fans and broadcasters as well up above the courts. If you've been to Chapman High School before, which most of you Lady Tiger fans have, there are two courts open. One will be a warm-up court for later on. 15-8 here. Serve across. Pass up front, Franson. Again forward, this time Jones, and she rides the tape across the top. It kind of crawled across there and able to fall into the point to play center at 16-8, and Lauren Williams will serve, and now Chapman will burn a timeout. Lady Tigers lead 16-8, game one. Stay with us. More coverage coming up on KCLY.
Home decorating enthusiasts everywhere welcome fall with all its warm colors and textures. To demonstrate, my assistant Roscoe is going to dress up like Martha Stewart for this commercial.
Oh, no, I'm not.
Here you go, and don't forget the wig. At Central Office, we're offering 20% off all of our fall and Halloween decorating items, just perfect for enhancing the welcoming atmosphere of your home. At Central Office in Clay Center, go ahead, Roscoe, say your line.
It's a good thing.
Lady Tigers off and running, and a good start here early against Chapman. They lead at 16-8. And Clay Center will have serve for Lauren Williams. Chapman burning their second time out here in this opening game. Semifinals here, 2 wins to get to the state championships for a back-to-back opportunity for Clay Center. They went last season, of course, coming out of the sub-state they hosted at home. And now 4 teams here in Chapman battling for their chance to go to Salina. Here's Williams with a serve across. Picked up on the back row by Ashley Hansen. Set across, spiked flat-footed across by Anderson, and we have a violation against Clay Center. Somebody under the net, they say, and at 16-9, the Lady Tiger lead is 7. And to serve it will be Courtney Cockrell, who opened up serve for the Irish and put one into net. Across it comes Williams. The pass for Franson. Middle set. Diekman winds it up. Blocked back across. Big block up front from the Chapman Irish this time, and that was Macy Langbart, who was able to come away with the point for the Irish. And now the lead's down to 6, 16-10. Cockrell serve. Edmondson. Short set again. Diekman. This time they will not have a chance. 17-10. The eraser plants one on the other side. That short set again used Franson this time to Diekman. 17-10, game one. Emily Ebert to serve it. Triple Lee on the back row with Zach Edmondson and Lauren Williams. And then up front with Kelsey Jones, Macy Diekman, and Macy Franson. Ebert to serve. 17-10, the lead for Clay Center. She caught tape, but it goes across. Far side set for the Irish. Blocked back and saved by the Irish. It was Diekman who blocked it. Now it's set across. Ebert, Franson, set from the back row to the corner from Edmondson, picked up by the Irish. Here's Langbart up front. It's blocked back, and it will be point Clay Center, 18-10. It was not actually blocked. It never came across the tape. And so the Lady Tigers get the point off the 4 hits. Ebert serve. Passed up front from Sweet. Middle to Langbart, who sets it to the back corner. Williams stays it. Franson. Now Diekman will just lob it high off the forearm pass across the net. Chance at net for Anderson for the Irish, and into net it goes. Clay Center's point, 19-10. The Lady Tigers, for the first 4 points of this game, saw things kind of go back and forth. Since then, they've really dominated this opening game. They lead it by 9. Here's the serve from Ebert. Passed up front, set across, one fist by Anderson. Diekman sets it up for Franson. They reverse roll and just pulled wide. Point to the Irish. Anderson will step back to serve it. 19-11, the lead for Clay Center. Leah Anderson serve across. Williams sliding in there to dig it. Set for Jones. 2 players for the Irish slide together, getting the dig. Here's Williams, another diving dig to Diekman up front. Walk back across. Williams the dig. One more time for Jones this trip. She'll angle it back corner. Picked up front, and the Irish go into net. That's point Clay Center. They're the first to 20 at 20-11. The serve will come to Megan Blake, who will rotate in for the Lady Tigers. 9-point edge, 20-11. And Megan Blake to serve it. Across it comes. Passed across the net. Edmondson Franson. Back set a roundhouse for Diekman, and it will be a scramble for the Irish. They will not get it. Clay Center leads 21-11.
Farmway Co-op is seeking applicants for an elevator operator position,
but unable to do so.
At Ray's Apple Market, the availability of...
Megan Blake the serve. Across it comes. Passed up front. Anderson. Back set. This is Langbart. Partially blocked by Edmondson. Williams picks it up. Here's Franson. Right back to Mack. And yes, the Lady Tigers now have a 22-11 lead. They've doubled up the Irish in this opening game. Megan Blake set to work with the serve. 11-point lead, and she aces one right in the back corner on the right side. She angled from her left to right. The Irish let it go, and it was well within that back corner. 23-11. Just 2 points away from this opening game winner. Megan Blake the serve. Again, we will have cross-country regional reports coming your way through the afternoon as well. Here's the set up front for Wise. It's long. Clay Center's got game point, 24-11. Megan Blake to serve for this opening game here in the sub-state semis. Tiger crowd clapping in unison, trying to get this final point, and it will be an ace to finish. 25-11. Clay Center wins this first one, and Clay Center will have a switch of courts, some time on the board to talk things over. But the Lady Tigers impressive in game one. They win at 25-11. You're listening to Lady Tiger Volleyball on 100.9.
Imagine having someone help you pick the best corn hybrids for every field on your farm. Thanks to a new Oldie soil-specific seed online service, your Oldie representative can combine your data with his data to offer a field-by-field prescription. Customize every acre with the highest potential hybrid based on soil types, trait package needs, disease threats, and agronomic preferences. Valuable data can also be shared with trusted suppliers. Contact Oldie Seed today at 877-692-4555.
Please don't delay in caring for your roof. If you suspect soft spots or leaks, Geisler Roofing and Home Improvement will work hard to provide you with a roof you'll be proud of and quality that will last you for many years to come. Choose from Decra stone-coated steel shingles, heritage shingles, and specialty shingles for your home, and 30-year asphalt to guarantee your roof is worry-free of leaks. Visit their website at GeislerRoofing.com for your roofing options.
When I bag my prize buck this season, I can't hang it and keep it cool in the garage. Not with my wife screaming at me about it or my teenage daughter ranting about it on social media. So, I'll just use Clay Center Locker to take care of it. They'll process all my wild game, and when I get it back, it'll be custom cut to my specifications. I always pick up some of their own beef and pork to take care of dinner for the week, and of course, I always treat myself to some jerky sticks. Thank you, Clay Center Locker.
Just as every amazing setter needs a great pass, every amazing hitter needs a great setter. Everyone needs their teammates to back each other up. That's the key ingredient for a successful team and an excellent volleyball season. I'm Julie Hamill with Clay County National Bank, and we proudly support the Lady Tigers. We also understand that to reach your goals, you need a bank that meets your level of financial needs. We are that bank, and as always, we're glad to serve you at Clay County National Bank. Member FDIC.
Lady Tigers impressive through that first game as they kind of took control and they went up 9-4, never really looked back. They end up with a 25-11 win in their first game, and they'll have serve to start here for the Lady Tigers, and Lauren Williams will be that server. Across it comes. On the back row, passed up front. Anderson will middle set it for Langbart. Sets it across. Edmondson, Franson, middle set. Here's Diekman slamming it home. The Lady Tigers now up 1-0 to start in game number 2. By the way, unofficial, but it appears the Clay Center Lady Tigers in cross country will be regional champions. I'll give you more details on that when I get a break coming up. Here's Anderson. Far side set, just get in there. They did not get it past the antenna. They tried to slide it across there. Mia Gottman really in a bad position off the set that time. Just reached out with the left hand, tried to make a play, and it caught the antenna. Andrea Chestnut taking second, the top finisher. Here's a serve across from Williams. That's again at Hayes, the 4A regional cross country. So the Lady Tiger team is headed to state. They have been phenomenal this year. Ebert with a big hit up front. Here's a back set now for Anderson for Chapman, blocked by Diekman, then saved by Jones, but it goes out of bounds. Quickly as they switch on the side out. Andrea Chestnut, second place. Savannah Kipfer, fifth. Mariah Larson, sixth. Haley Peterson, 11th. Audrey Desrosiers, 13th. Impressive. Once again, they've only, outside of, I think, 2 meets this year, the Lady Tigers have won every cross-country meet. So now there's a break in play. They got something spilled out of the crowd up above, and so they're working on cleaning that up. But here are the places again. Andrea Chestnut, second. Savannah Kipfer, fifth. Mariah Larson, sixth. Haley Peterson, 11th. And Audrey Desrosiers taking 13th for the Lady Tigers, who are on their way, it appears, to a first-place team finish. Here's Diekman up front, and there's another one home for the Lady Tigers. The sets from Branson, the spike and slam from Macy Diekman at 3-1. Rock Creek and Bolton will play the second game here, and the winner of these 2 matches will square off for a trip to the state championship. Here's Ebert serve. Almost an ace. It is! Triple E slammed one in. It came diving from the back row. Abby Sweet got a fist to it, but that was all, and it went directly out of play. A 4-1 Lady Tiger start. Here's Ebert serve across. Back row, Sweet passes up front. Here's Anderson across. It comes to Wise, and diving attempt on the dig by Ebert that really had no chance to get to it. 4-2. And back to serve will be Macy Langbart for the Irish. It comes across, and there's an ace service. Kelsey Jones unable to handle it on the back row. So once again, here's Langbart. Now a 1-point game. And this one goes deep back row. Jones gets it to Edmondson. It'll be rolled across by Diekman. A chance here for the Irish. Anderson sets it across court, and it's blocked, but out of play. Darian Weiss gets the point, and now it's tied up at 4-piece. Again, Clay Center leads 1-0, tied now at 4-4. Here's the serve from Langbart. Jones, Branson, to the middle of set across by Diekman there. Irish up front, sets it to the back row. There's a pass from Ebert. Branson, short set. Diekman, just long. And it'll be point to Chapman. They now lead it 5-4. 1-point lead for the Irish. Langbart will stay with the serve. And across it comes. Edmondson, Branson running set. Back row spike from Williams. Pretty good look. This time it's set across now for the Irish. Weiss sets it across the net. Good dig by Ebert. Now Diekman reads the defense and softly sets it over the outstretched arms of the blocker and in for a point in front of the back row. 5-5 tie. Megan Blake will now serve it for the Lady Tigers. On its way across, passed up front from Langbart. They'll middle set it to Wise, and she goes into net. Play center now leads again, 6-5. And Megan Blake will step back to serve. On its way across. Boy, a bullet picked up, though, nicely on the back row by Hanson. Play up front, and the spike attempt from Sweet hits the antenna. For the Lady Tigers with a 7-5 lead, and Blake will bring it again. That last one hit so tightly across, much like this one. But again, Chapman does keep it in play, although it's stuffed back home by Mac Edmondson. 8-5 now, the Lady Tigers lead. And Megan Blake awaits the volleyball. The biggest job maybe in this gym, I'll get to it in a moment after Blake serves it here. 8-5 Lady Tiger lead game 2. With a big serve across to the net. Stuffed back across by Edmondson. No play for Chapman. It's now 9-5. And we have a timeout. I'll still get to that point. It's a tough job here in this gym. Pat and the Lady Tigers with a 4-point lead in game 2 after this timeout.
Your ability to put in long, productive days can be limited by the equipment you have to work with. While you're out working day in and day out, Case IH is creating equipment to fit your farm. And your local dealer, Bruna Implement, can help you manage the day-to-day challenges and maximize your opportunities. Bruna Implement Company, your Case IH dealer, can help you be ready. For all your farming needs, see your local Case IH dealer, Bruna Implement Company, at any of our 5 locations.
Clay Center Lady Tigers, number 1 ranked 4A Division II, certainly have not disappointed anyone here to follow them on this Sub-State Saturday afternoon. They lead 9-5 after winning 25-11 in their first game. And Chapman timeout, it's going to be Megan Blake again to serve. Across it comes toward the back row, passed up front, Anderson. Back set, blocked by Edmondson, but out of play. That will be point to Chapman, 9-6. And the Lady Irish will get served. They will rotate Courtney Cockrell in on the front row, and then the serve it will be their libero, Ashley Henson, 5'2" senior. Serves across. Williams passes to Franson. Back set, Diekman down the right sideline and good. No chance for Chapman. And it's 10-6. Courtney Hamill rotates in on the front row. Macy Diekman, after the swinging winner up front, goes back to serve it now for the Lady Tigers. Across it comes. Here's Weiss. She'll set it across to Cockrell. She goes angled right, but out of bounds. Clay Center's lead is 11-6. A lot of great volleyball being played across the region, certainly the KCLY community. So many state-ranked teams we have a chance to report on each week. There's a back row spike from Anderson. Picked up with the Lady Tigers. Hamill spikes it. It's blocked to the bounds. Clay Center now lead in a 12-6 manner. I was talking about the toughest gig in this joint. Those are the two guys on the opposite court that have to run down the volleyball when it gets away from the court that the main match or these B matches are being played on. There's Chapman setting it across. Chance for Clay Center. Franson far side set up for Edmondson, and she just put it into tape. And so it's going to be 12-7 now. The Lady Tiger lead is 5. There's a whole half a court that's wide open, so if the volleyball does get out of bounds or out of play, it ends up over there, and they have to corral it. So when there's a break in action a lot of times, that's what you're hearing. Here's a set up front for Anderson for Chapman. It's partially blocked, but it falls into the lefty, and now it's 12-8. Clay Center's lead is down to 4. Darian Weiss will be serving. The Tigers up 1-0. Sweep, and they can start scouting their opponents. There's a serve out of bounds, and it'll be point to Clay Center 13-8. A win here, then another match to be played between Rock Creek and Holton. The winners of the two matches will play in the final for the trip to state. Here's Macy Franson with serve across. Up front, Anderson again, but blocked this time by Hamill. Now a middle set, flat-footed spike from Cockrell. Up front, Franson forearms it across. Weiss will set it across for Sweet, and it's partially blocked. Edmondson now digs it out. Here's Franson, back set to Ebert, and Tripoli nearly had the point. Now goes up to stuff it. Picked up by Hamill. Right back to Courtney with a spike to the point. Clay Center up 14-8. Courtney Hamill that time off the great spike from Ebert that was dug. Hamill then had to go dig it herself. Got it up in the air. Franson reset it, and quickly back up was Hamill to slam it in. 14-8. Here's a jump serve across from Franson. Anderson goes right-handed. She was off balance as she went up to net. And now the Lady Tigers lead at 15-8. Franson will continue with serve. And now a timeout taken by the Irish. 15-8. It's the Lady Tigers on top by 7 when we come back.
The servers, the bumpers, the setters, the spikers. All great forces to be reckoned with in volleyball. Not one position is less important than the other. All have equal impact in a match, standing together in victory and defeat. The Lady Tigers are exceptional on and off the court and need your continued support. 6 players on the court working as one. And as one, they will succeed. They are a team. And Hutchinson Mayrath of Clay Center, a division of Global Industries, salute the Lady Tigers.
Clay Center leads it here 15-8. Green Team Cars in Clay Center are your sponsor here for the Lady Tigers as they made their way from game 1 to game number 2. We'll have a halftime look at what's happening at Green Team coming up during the break between the two matches, or if there is a third game in a match, we'll have a chance to talk then as well. Here's the spike across, the serve across from Macy Franson. Weiss will set it across to the front. It's blocked back across by Hamill. Chapman battling to hang in here. Now to the back row it goes. Franson up front. It's set from Ebert to Edmondson. And Chapman, great scramble, then they give it up. 2 big hits to keep it in play, and then they did not get the third one across the net. Clay Center now has doubled up the Irish. They lead at 16-8. Branson to serve. Macy brings it across and into nets. Branson on the season, 92.3% and 35 aces. That is third best on the team. Lauren Williams with 45, Megan Lake with 44 aces. Here's Ebert, spike and good, 17-9. Triple E gets it home, and Mac Edmondson will serve with the Lady Tigers leading here, 17-9. Kelsey Jones rotates back in on the front row. With Ebert, Jones, Hamill up front. Williams, Branson, and a serve it is Edmondson to the back row. Hanson passes up front. They'll set it and block back across, but out of bounds by Courtney Hamill. She put a good block on it, double-handed block, but it went to the right just a nudge too far at 17-10. The serve from Cockrell. Cross it down. Here's Jones, Branson, and they'll just roll it across from Edmondson. Chapman will have a play here. It's set up for Anderson. Big wind-up, but it goes long. Play center's point, 18-10 now. Macy Diekman rotates back in on the front row. Diekman with that pink headband. Jones with the blue headband. Macy Franson, purple. Green for Mac Edmondson. Black for Emily Ebert. Purple for Lauren Williams. They've all got the headbands in full rainbow today. Here's a pass from Chapman up front. They'll set it to the back row. Picked up by Williams. Lauren to Franson. Back set. Here's Ebert again. Cross court winner. It's 19-10. Lady Tigers lead it by 9. Now 6 points away from the match and knowing they'll play for the sub-state final later on. 19-10, they lead it. Lauren Williams to serve. The Lauren Rangers serve across. Picked up on the back row. Chapman does get it in play. They'll set it backside. Here's Edmondson. Franson sets it across for Jones. Chelsea got it across. Hit a little bit of tape. Chapman has a play up front. Now it's Edmondson. Franson, short set. Diekman didn't have a great big swing at it, but she placed it perfectly. And now the Lady Tigers lead 20-10. Not a big hit, but directed perfectly. The tweener between the front and back row defense. Williams serve. Passed up near the net, stuffed back across. Once, and now twice, and now in off the block back by Chapman. Kelsey Jones had 2 hits at it on a stuff up front. That second one, though, was blocked back and in for the Irish. It's 20-11. Leigh Anderson will serve it. Lefty brings it across. Edmondson, pass up front, Franson. Good look for Diekman. She'll wind it up. Right below us is Chapman trying to stay in the play. They will. Williams, Franson again. This time a back set. Ebert one more time. Blocked across by Wise, and it's 20-12. So the Irish trying to hang tough here. The Lady Tigers have a big 8-point lead in this second game. They lead it 1-9. Across it comes. Edmondson down to her knees to get the pass up front. The set coming from Franson to Jones, and it's wide right, and 20-13. The lead is 7 for the Lady Tigers. Here's the serve across. Edmondson, Franson, middle set. Diekman winds it up and plants it again across. It's 21-13. Lady Tiger lead is 8, and Emily Ebert will serve it. Nearly unstoppable when they time that right in the middle short set from Franson to Diekman. Here's Chapman off the serve from Ebert up front. Partially blocked, saved back by Langbart. Play center's got a chance. Franson forearm sets it, and Diekman just goes up and slams it in, and the lead goes to 22-13, up by 9. They won game 1, 25-11. And a great start to their weekend here with a 9-point lead in game 2. Serve from Ebert, and it's mishandled for a moment. Now up near the net, put back across by Jones. Point, play center. Their lead is 10, 23-13. 2 points away from this opening match win. And a move to the sub-state finals. Serve from Ebert, up 23-13. Anderson sets it across. This will be Wise. The dig from Williams. The save from Edmondson. And the scramble for play center as Franson brings it across. Here's a set in the middle to Ebert. The pass to Franson. One more time for Diekman. This time dug out by Hanson on the back row. Wise will set it across. Ebert the dig. Franson the set. Diekman the slam. And Chapman again trying to scramble. They'll keep it in play. Edmondson, Branson. One more time. Quick set and blocked back across by Darian White. That was 3 looks. I said almost unstoppable when they timed it right. That was 3 pretty decent looks for Diekman off that set in the middle, and all 3 were saved by the Chapman Irish. Now Wise brings the serve across. It's not safe. It moves through. Here's Jones, the spike up front. Great dig by Edmondson off of the block by the Irish. Now to the back row. Ebert passes up toward the front. Again, both teams having to scramble a couple of times. Clay Center leads by 9 here. And there's a swing by Sweet that goes long. Clay Center has match point at 24-14. Megan Blake into serving. Lady Tiger fans again up on their feet. Good crowd here for the Lady Tigers on a sub-state Saturday for the match. Blake to serve. Pass up front for the Irish. A swing for Sweet. Caught by Ebert in the back row to Branson. Set for Edmondson. Spike across. Picked up again by the Irish. Now it's set across the chance. Blake to Branson. Back set. Diekman for the match. Yes! And the Lady Tigers have gotten it done. 25-11, 25-14. Clay Center's moving on to the sub-state championship match against either Rock Creek or Holt later on. We'll kind of set the timetable for the afternoon and what's still to come. The Lady Tigers will win it here. 25-11, 25-14. Stay with us. More on the way in just a moment.
Don't let hail damage get you down. Let McGee Roofing provide expert help to repair or replace a roof that suffered from hail damage. They're a reputable family-owned business since 1977 and certified in roofing, siding, windows, and guttering. McGee Roofing will work with all insurance companies to get your home upgraded and improved to withstand the elements. Call McGee Roofing in Clay Center at 800-273-4755 and let them take care of the hail damage.
First comes love, then comes marriage, and then comes a home in Blueprints? Whether you're newly married or just looking to build the home you've always dreamt of, come see the lenders at United Bank and Trust. Making your plans a reality is their business. Whether it's new construction, refinancing, or everything in between, like new roofs or updating that shag carpet, United Bank and Trust is here to help you with quick loan decisions from a local lender you know and trust. United Bank and Trust. You bank, we deliver. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
At Central Valley Ag, we're growing agriculture together. With multiple locations across Nebraska and Kansas, CVA is uniquely positioned to offer producers access to export, processing, and feeder markets for grain. Central Valley Ag is committed to adding value to producers' grain bids by serving as their connection to end users. CVA is also dedicated to providing innovative solutions in the development of a long-term strategy to help each grower achieve consistent profitability. Stop by Central Valley Ag today. Learn more about how we're growing agriculture together.
A Ford-certified pre-owned vehicle is the way to go, especially for value-conscious people. And at Hanson Ford and Clay Center, they have a good selection to choose from. Get 2.9% APR for up to 60 months, available on eligible pre-owned Ford and Mercury vehicles. Rates available only through Ford Credit. In addition, all contracts are subject to credit approval as determined by Ford Credit. Don't wait, the best ones go fast at Hanson Ford and Clay Center.
Lady Tigers win it here in straight games over the Chapman Irish, 25-11, 25-14. The Chapman put up a couple of stretches where they made it interesting, but the Lady Tigers just too strong up and down that lineup, and they get it done here, 25-11, 25-14. So the day for the Lady Tigers extends to the sub-state championship match, which will be coming up later on this afternoon. The timetable looks like this. They have not yet started the 20-minute countdown clock before Rock Creek and Holton will play. That'll be the next match to take place. The winner of that match will then face Clay Center in the championship for the trip to Salina. That match with Clay Center would then start 10 minutes following this next match. So, it's a real guesstimation as to whether this goes 2 or 3 games before that championship match will take place. What I can tell you is I'll be here, and I'll be able to update you on the air and also on our Facebook and Twitter, my Facebook and Twitter page. I'll be sure and update those situations, and I'll do that on our KCLY Facebook page as well, so you'll know when it's looking like that match would start. But plenty of time to get here for the match. Certainly we'll have it for you live on the air. The Lady Tigers trying to go back-to-back to the state tournament. They have won their first one over Chapman, 25-11, 25-14. Then they'll have a chance to play for the title against either Rock Creek or Holton. That match will be coming up here just in a little bit. Right now, we'll take you back to the studios, back to KCLY programming, and then, though, as we get into the afternoon, have a better idea of when the championship match will take place, I'll be sure to keep you posted right here on 100.9. For our studio engineers this afternoon, Bernie Pansella, Chase Elliott, this is Rocky Downing. I'll see you a little bit later on Substate Saturday.